Buenos nachos, amigos, and welcome to Through the Tomes, a TTRPG adventure where an amateur GM guides a group of understanding and patient friends on a fantasy adventure of good times using elements, pre-made modules, and campaign settings to show how easy it can be. I'm PD Rave, your aforementioned amateur GM. And here with me is my party, my gang, my crew, my team, my adventurers. We've got Drew.
So, I was asked by my loving fiance when she was putting together a grocery order if I would like any particular snacks. And I said, yeah, some wasabi peas, which a normal human-sized can of wasabi-flavored peas, and a stupid amount of cocktail peanuts, apparently.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if me eating 2 pounds of cocktail peanuts is a good idea, but I'm going to be very regular.
Yes. We've got Peace. Yeah. And and we've got Irish.
What did you bring for show?
Hello.
And on assignment, but he might be joining us in a little bit later, would be Christian. The seat is waiting for him at the Flanagans over there. But we're here for some fun Dungeons Dragons adventure, playing Hand of the Eight adventure set in the Omeria campaign setting, provided by DM Dave, which you can get at dmdave.com. Really cool campaign setting, really cool adventure. You can go get the physical books, which I keep forgetting to grab. It's back there behind me on that shelf over there. Or you can get the PDFs, and you can also get Foundry modules for all the chapters of the adventure. This isn't an ad. We're not relevant enough for ads, but we just think DM Dave is cool. Yeah.
You're relevant. You're relevant enough for an ad, Peter. Don't tell yourself short.
Go check it out. It's really cool stuff. We're getting into the next aspect of the adventure. The gang just dealt with some orcs while infiltrating the pirate caves, trying to infiltrate Jando's Spire on Ghost Holm in order to rescue a nobleman's daughter who's been captured by Mega the Bratch and his gang of orcs, the Odzados clan. And they're just after this adventure and deciding what to do next. Let me put the map up. And let me see. Okay, and well, last we left off, what is it? Or here, but Sept split off and was investigating down here in the entrance to the south, while the rest of the group was recovering on the shore to the east of the major waterway.
I was going to say, was there some sort of resting?
I mean, if you wanted to, you can take a short rest if you guys want to.
Yeah, Dumachi needs it.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys can kind of like. Yeah. And you can roll whatever hit dice you would need to roll. Well, let me do it for spy-wise as well.
14 and 16. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay. Just one more. Okay. And Ox Hammerfellow.
Hammer here.
Oh, where is okay? Wait, there you go. Short rest. Does he?
Do we have, are we sure we have enough time for an hour-long short rest before our deadline?
We have until dawn, so we should.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, dog. Some of us had single-digit hit points. Can you chill?
Yep.
Not even the fall.
Oh, where's it? Oh, all right. Let's blackness. All right. So that being said, where do we start with? We start with uh I know, Sept, you were investigating down here, this room down here.
Yeah. And called back to them about there being 2 other doors
Yeah,
out of
basically
that room.
you see like a room, just kind of a fairly basic room, and you see that there's a door. There's 2 doors basically at this corner going to either direction.
Mm-hmm. Should I check it out?
Checking out that alone. Checking out that alone.
Part of the question.
I mean, if there's doors, I guess. Are you gonna just open them, or are you gonna shout to one of us? Because how
Alright.
confident are you?
Whatever you all think. Seems more likely to me that down the path is probably where we want to go.
I'm too squishy to lead, so whatever you guys decide, I'll follow.
Well, then I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna swim over. Oh, game's paused. I was gonna say I was gonna.
Oh,
I,
yeah.
I was gonna go over
Yeah.
and join up then.
Wow.
See what we can find over here.
Oh, y'all reckon this is the right way to go? Then let's go.
So I got somebody doing the fucking
We
net
did.
clamp it from Beverly Hills. Got it.
I mean, I'd imagine the large, tunnely thing is probably the way to go. But this is interesting, and we don't want people behind us if we can avoid it.
I agree with that.
All right. So, which way? First, listen at the doors. Does there appear to be any sort of sounds?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a perception check. As far as you can tell, it's fairly quiet in both directions.
They seem quiet. Seems good. So,
I'd say let's go south.
yeah, straight down sounds good.
Looks like there's a bedroll or a couple of bedrolls in this room.
Like,
Yeah. So down south. All right. Let me get the descriptor for you. Journal. Was it accidentally closed then? So, all right. This room. Wait, this is. Yeah, this room is about 15 feet wide, uh, 50 feet wide north to south, and 10-foot wide east to west. There's a door to the north that you just went in through, and then one to the south, or like I guess the south or like the east right here. There's a couple of doors. There 4 unmade bunks take up the majority of the room. So I'm gonna put that to the chat. This is
so just orders. Yeah. Nothing too concerning. Continue on.
Yeah, let's keep moving.
okay. So you are in. Let me see
I'd say pitch blackness.
which. You're kind of going through a fairly
dark.
dark hall.
Yeah.
You're kind of like feeling your way around. You can kind of like eventually you get to the end and there's a door and like Spywise looks through the oh sorry guys, there's a door at the end. There.
Is there?
I'm gonna say, what's the torch like in the room? Is it something we could like take out and bring with us?
I was gonna say, is there enough room for me to create a bonfire without hurting anybody?
Probably not. Let me actually. I think I needed to fix this as well.
I mean, it's reasonable that would be a lesser one.
It's supposed to be a torch, so if it's a candle, it would be different. Yeah, now you should be able to see better, but
Let's go.
all right. And then you go into there. Let me pull up the journal. The lounge, basically, it's like a 10 by 10 with exits behind you and one up back to the north or to the north, there's a table with like stones bearing like odd runes. It smells strongly of rotten meat and spilled beer here.
Lovely.
Does anybody have a proficiency in any kind of gaming set?
Like, in what?
A
What
gaming
currently
set of
do?
any kind, like lower the volume.
Cards, dice, chess.
Me.
Let me see. Yeah, I wonder if do much. I guess do the. Oh no, not tools. Let me check on. Ox hammer fella. On his proficiencies. Nope. Yeah. So. So yeah, no. You're not too familiar since none of you are familiar much with like gaming sets or gaming anything like that. You're not familiar with what this might be.
Anything like that. There. Up.
Yeah.
Find some more orcs.
And now you get into areas where even
Mm-hmm.
into the hallway. Logic dictates that you've basically kind of gone around in kind of a circle.
Purple jacket.
That you've basically gone in. You got yourself about roundabout way into the hallway that was to the east.
Empty space.
So
There.
you can always, if you want to, I'm not gonna say you have to, but you can always like light a torch if you need to.
I mean, yeah. I
But
assume
you don't have
would
to.
if we couldn't actually like take one of those.
Yeah. So it's like, they're kind of more like sconces or lanterns, but I mean, or you can like
Mm-hmm.
because
That's fine.
Yeah.
Use it to light on.
would you like to light a torch, or do you want to kind of just like try to find the next lit area? You kind of see some light peeking out from under the door over here, and you kind of like feel around and feel the door, and then spywise is that back here? It's just like there's a door right right on the other opposite of this doorway. Just
Sure.
let me see if I'm trying to remember if this was like
Let's see. No. This is
so. Oh,
and yeah,
this is supposed to be locked. Sorry.
that's fine.
Uh,
And light one.
let me. Um. Okay. So you kind of if you try for the door, you do find that it's locked.
I do have a torch, and that bugs me, but we have another door to check for now. So.
Yeah. All right. And yeah, you kind of like go through. You find what
And
looks
then,
like basically the just a stairway going up, and it turns to the right.
is good. Um, do we know if anybody has like thieves' tools? I don't recall it coming up.
Tinkers.
Let me see.
Doom Watcher does not.
Yeah.
Let's see for spy-wise.
I'll tinker up some thieves' tools.
Yeah.
That's how that works, right?
Yeah.
Um.
Watch your step.
Well, if y'all need this door open, I can just use some elbow grease and just smash this sucker open.
If you want to give it a shot,
That's tempting and worth a try. Yeah. Anything locked could be good.
All right, and then. All right. All right. Yeah, it says. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see how this works out. As he makes an athletics check. And you see that Oxhammer fellow, this remember there's this like very good natured you know like halfling. It's just, plucky halfling, very stout, but just kind of a plucky good guy. He rears up and goes and then just like with his like his axe and his pure might just smashes through the door and just like rolls it basically off its off its hinges basically. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And then so this room, let me go here. This room, this 10 foot by 10 foot square room holds barrels, crates, and chests filled with goods. They all seem to be in good shape and bear the symbols and crests of different cities and townships along the Waisivian coast.
Oh. Since the light.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of them seem to like, I don't know, give any indication of what might be inside?
I
There's,
mean,
like,
you can
food or
give
goods.
a quick investigation check. Probably be a low DC, but like I would say you don't really need to do a check. It's pretty easy to just like, kind of like take a look and maybe just from context clues that it's like goods and trade goods of like basically just a variety of like trade goods, like just a smattering of trade goods, basically stuff that looks like it would be transported in and out to be sold in town, food, tools, supplies, things like that.
Okay.
It looks to be like a few £100 worth if you kind of totaled it all up.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it would be valuable on the open market, but presumably it belongs to someone.
it's going to be a little heavy for us to just carry randomly.
Definitely
Yeah.
not for now.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing special that we want to actually take with us that would be feasible. Got it.
No, nothing
Trying to
immediately
figure
useful,
it out.
but a lot of things that are valuable, but it's a lot of it.
Alright. Confirmation of good reasons.
I guess we're to the stairs.
Back upstairs.
Mm-hmm. Hammerfellow accidentally closes himself into the room. Trying to repair the door. It's like, oh.
That's it.
He puts it back up and walks away, and it falls down again. It's like, darn. All right. So I presume you guys are at all the way at the end.
Yeah.
So let's go to the mall. Oh, Sanders.
I caught that. My local mall is a business park. So I can't go to the mall even if I wanted to.
Yeah, that's more what the one we were by today is. The seaweed is always greener.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna switch back. What is it? Activate. Should activate Jando's Spire. Can you guys see?
There's big giant map
Yeah.
with the party on it.
Okay. So when I select the party, everything kind of disappears.
Yeah, currently
Yeah,
we're at
it's all grayed out, kind of.
like a gray,
Yeah.
almost zoomed out map of what looks like a city.
Okay, okay, is it normal now? You just
Mhm.
okay. Can you guys
Normal
still see?
coloration, and it's an overview of the island at large.
Okay, perfect. So, all right. So you guys
If
are
that's where
basically
you want
here.
to start your descriptor of where we're at.
Yeah, yeah. So, you guys emerge you emerge in a part of you emerge inside like a very old, fairly dilapidated tavern. Like it seems to you seem to like walk in through like a secret entrance through like an old tavern, but it looks like it still sees activity, presumably from the orcs, just kind of like maintaining it, and it's in relatively good shape considering how actually it's relatively good shape considering the fact that this is basically like a repurposed ghost town. um Compared to what you would see as far as like everything else and kind of the ruins of everything else. And so you can see um, just outside, like guarding the exit. You can kind of like see through the windows that guarding the exit of or guarding actually no. This is guarding the secret exit. Regarding the entrances. Oh, okay. As you kind of like take a peek out, and guarding this secret exit, which they haven't clocked you just yet because you're kind of just like peeking out, are a pair of orcs.
It's like outside of the tavern.
Outside of the door, the secret door.
Okay. Shh.
So
Back up a little bit. And
and you're back into the caves, or just back away from the door.
a little bit at least, just
Okay.
talking over in the stairwell.
Yeah.
2 orcs outside.
So they don't notice us.
And into, the general building. But so there could be a better path up. Or we can try going through.
I was gonna say, if we go back to where we had short rested, there was a tunnel off to the side of there that might give us a little bit more advantageous
It might get us closer.
of a vantage point. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
if we want to try that.
We certainly can.
It's really up to y'all. I'm ready to smash it. We can smash, but like if you guys, yeah.
As much
Yes,
as I
please.
would love to do that, I think it'd be smart to check, see if we can get to a better spot.
Well, all right, then. And that's why I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
I think that might be the wiser decision. It's kind of like double check, if there's another path.
Yeah. He's back. No, all right, places.
I'm just
I
glad that,
vaguely see something in the campfire light. Or torchlight, one of the two.
yeah, if you recall, this is where you kind of like you heard down this way, something kind of like crying and speaking in another language. Does or if I said it,
I'm stuck in the stairwell.
oh,
I could have sworn it was just around here.
let me get back to. So
All right. And
um
since we don't have as much of an idea, I definitely want somebody else to go or hand off the torch so that it's not, up front and super obvious
I
in case
can
there are orcs down
uh,
there.
I can hold the torch.
How
I mean, especially the.
I can hold it too, I think. No, I can't. Never mind.
Yeah, I'll hold the torch for y'all, and I'll look ahead. I'll look,
It would feel nice to have my bell ready.
alright. And you have your. I have my blade. This is the Perler's blade. All right, and then as you look down this area, I probably said this last time, but This rough-hewn tunnel is barely 5 foot wide and 5 foot tall. About 15 feet another tunnel branches off to the north. From there, the torchlight ends, and there's only darkness beyond. From within the darkness, you think you can hear someone crying, pleading in a unusual language. Does anyone speak Sylvan?
Doom Watcher.
Yeah. So you can hear this. They're speaking in Sylvan. Hello? Is anyone there? Please, don't. Is anyone friendly? Only those who speak Sylvan hear that. Everyone else can hear Sylvan, but just you don't understand what it means.
Understand.
And but yeah, as soon as you get to the end, you see a very downtrodden creature, kind of almost like a humanoid fish mermaid-esque creature that is chained to the wall. It's like she was like you heard her like begging. It's like the orcs to like free her, promising she won't tell anyone who captured her. Kind of like it's like you see oh hello um uh, please, are you here to take me somewhere else? Please, if you can just let me go. I promise. I don't know if you're there. The if they promise you anything, but I promise you I won't tell anyone. I won't tell anyone about this place. I just want to go home.
Why were you held?
I
Or no?
uh and yeah, you don't understand what you're saying, but Doom Watcher understands. It's like looking and then like looking at your faces, and you see some kind of like your confusion. Like they classify like, oh, you don't understand my language. It's like and like she kind of looks
Flighting
over.
things back and forth.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. Is there any? Do you understand?
Doom Watcher speaks Sylvan, by the way, and he's playing translator. I said that like twice.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I was saying that you are the one to understand. Okay, so you kind of like are going back and forth. Okay. So yeah. So Doom Watcher is kind of like relaying what the Selkie is saying, and or what the creature is saying. Yeah. The they captured me a week ago while I was swimming through the harbor looking for fish. Um, I don't know what it is, but they seem to be amused by me. They just they they feed me fish and tell me to sing, and they keep promising that they'll free me, but they never do. At least they haven't yet.
Well, yeah.
What is she chained up with?
Look like.
She's just like a standard chain, like an iron chain.
I want to insight her for like her intentions based on her words, essentially.
Yeah. Go ahead. Roll an insight check. Alright. From what you can tell, she's seems to be pretty straightforward. If a bit, she seems a little bit uh weary, but and tired and scared, but honest and a little bit childlike and kind of naive and kind of what and where she's like talking, but like she's honest and if a bit like scared and overhead.
I relay that, basically saying, from what I gather, she is a juvenile of her species, and seems to be a bit more naive than others.
Yeah, and you kind of like keep like kind of like as she keeps talking and you keep observing her words, she and she's like she's like very honest, and she's like if if you help me, I can help you out. I can I can give you some. I can give you rewards, not now, but later. My father is a powerful and just king of the sea.
Looking at him, seeing if there's any way I can take her through a lot, whatever lock or anything they've got.
Let's see. You can there's it's a locked like shackle and chain. There's nothing around that that you can tell that speaks to a way to like open it, so you might have to like pick it, which as we've established, you guys don't have like thieves tools or a particular way to pick it, or might have to try to break the chain.
See if we can, get something to leverage a chain apart or.
Let's see.
Oh, sorry, that's not what I meant to do.
Well,
Ox
not to get you out. I don't know how.
Ox comes as like and brings up his Colossus cleaver. He says, I could take a whack at it.
Just be careful with it.
I mean, you could. I could try it. We could also try something a little bit more conventional. I mean, yeah. Let me just take a big swing at it.
Hey.
Oh boy! All right.
Yeah, it's very. She'll have some more work to do, but it's better than this.
Like, yeah. He takes the Colossus cleaver and it just like hits the iron and doesn't quite, just like brute forcing the iron shackle kind of like reverberates and doesn't quite do much as far as like damage.
That's very irresponsible.
Uh,
You just go for the chain.
oh, well, let me take a swing at the chain. Yeah. And he
Yes.
takes a swing at the chain, and is able to kind of just like find a right spot in one of the links, and is able to fairly close to the creature, is able to kind of like split it very easily. Oh, well, that worked out.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, thank you so much. And like the like I could just being unchained from the wall is gonna be fine for me. I'll
Can you get back to the water?
yes,
Hello,
yes.
everyone.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Hi.
Welcome.
I'm coming a little far away from here. I'm just mainly staying on Discord, and I have my headphones in while I'm out on my balcony. So
Okay.
I'm kind of treating y'all like a podcast. If you're willing to let me click back in,
Yeah, go for it.
Yep.
like yeah, I'm not even near my computer. All I got is my phone. So unless someone can show me how to do the TT rolls through Discord,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if the app does it.
over.
She's
But yeah,
around for you.
D&D Beyond have, you could always just like roll on D&D Beyond or something like that. There's a way.
It's-
But for now, uh, uh,
Here, I feel bad. I feel like I'm walking in.
no, it's fine. Yeah. So the
class.
creature,
Finding better to be there than
better late than never. But yeah, the creature basically just it's like, well, I can get back, I can get back on my own. If you see me, uh, if you find my find us nearby, we can we'll welcome you with open arms. Thank you so much. And like kind of like waddles down this way, and just about this point transforms into a seal in the process, and just kind of like dives into the water and swims off.
Transforms into a seal, you say?
Mhm.
yeah.
To shreds, you say.
So if that happens, hold please. I want to double check.
Edie, thank you for putting me near the front. That's exactly where I would have preferred to be, protecting the squishies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got on Twitch, so now I can see what's going on.
Nice.
Is there?
Good idea.
Do I want to waste a spell on detecting magic on the?
You still have spell.
He's been mainly using cantrips, hasn't he? Like primarily, he's been sticking with cantrips. And
Yeah, the spells I have are identify, detect magic, and catapult. So I've been using bonfire a lot as a damage
Yeah.
spell, which
Mm-hmm.
I thought ahead with my cantrips. I was like, ooh, bonfire
And it's
for damage early on. Let me take that real quick.
that's a good Boy Scout rule. That's like the D&D Boy Scout rule.
Because if she could just turn into a seal, why didn't she turn into a seal when she had the shackle on?
Because that just gets bigger.
And when you saw it, I would say you observed that when she was transformed into the seal, the shackle stayed on the tail.
Mm.
Okay. Because I thought was like, wait, couldn't you just slip the fuck out?
So,
Oh,
uh,
I don't think we're gonna find them. Oh well. Onward. We got some orcs to take care of. So now, was there a little like side mini tunnel back a little bit? Kind of with, like,
Oh yeah.
and the like
There's-
barely lit.
yeah, there's a little
Little
bit of
foxhole.
like a tunnel down this way, and it seems to kind of like keep going this way. And it's like,
Mhm.
where is
Does it seem
Spywise?
like it was kind of like up to the left kind of thing, or
I mean,
just
I think is Spywise underneath you.
probably?
Oh, sorry.
Right?
Oh wait, no. Where is Spywise? Oh, maybe. Oh no, underneath. It was underneath. Fetch. Fetch. Okay. Spywise is like, yeah, there's. Yeah, I can see. There's a pathway down this way. He's still holding the torch.
Mm.
I wanna
I mean,
our bases just to know where
Yes. Let me.
we're good.
Thank you. Yeah. Let me take the. Let me take the Vanguard.
And yeah, there's a door right ahead.
I was gonna say. What is it? Is it just a regular door? Like, does it seem locked?
I mean, there's only
Or is
way
it
to find.
visibly locked? I guess.
I mean, there's no visible like locking mechanism, but you don't know if it's like just like locked from the inside or
Yeah,
barred.
we've already fished through one door.
Mm. Might be just a broom closet. Are we checking?
Yeah, we're trying to make sure of things at this point, I think. So
Alrighty.
I think I do.
All right.
I reach for the door and pull it slowly.
Avoid as many prizes behind as we can.
All right. You.
Anybody got guesses before it opens? I'm guessing human bones.
All right. Do you? Any objections before Oxhammer fellow opens the door? All right. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, ladies, gentlemen, speak now.
All right. Here, open the door.
We just gotta get moving.
So it's also okay. So in this room, let me pull up the descriptor. This room is 20 foot wide, east to west, 10 foot north to south. There are two exits from the room: the one you came from, and in the center of the north wall.
Yeah, directly
It is
across.
the center of the north wall. A corridor leads to a flight of stairs. At the south is the exit. Is the exit
Stairs
you
going.
came. That the same you came from, and besides a few bits of jetsam, the room appears empty.
Are the ladies first?
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask real quick: are the stairs going down deeper or up to like out?
Let me see the so It's just kind of like a little like flight of stairs that leads to kind of a slightly higher, slightly elevated hallway.
So it's
Like-
just all I can see from here is another corridor going up and out. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
It's
when
fine,
we
but-
went up the other one, if we were only like just barely peeking out, I assume we don't have much idea of like where that tavern was situated, like among the island.
Not really. Like it's hard to like orient yourself from
Mhm.
here to there.
Just that
Yeah.
it seemed like we didn't necessarily go that far in from where we
Yeah, you were.
started at the edge of it.
You know, you presumably it's on the island proper, and it would have been a way up onto the surface, but obviously it wouldn't have been without resistance.
And anything around here isn't going to get us like closer, probably, 'cause I assume we'd have the idea
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
we're
yeah.
on the other side of the island at least.
Yeah.
So it's larger.
Yeah.
Drew, you said your little one drew your picture, yeah?
Mhm.
The one to my right at the moment.
Uh-huh.
That's honestly, it's great. I'm thinking about it now, and it gives me like Chopper mixed with Pikachu vibes. So now that's how I'm just imagining like your size of your character is just like maybe like a knee high, like maybe just up to thigh high with the ears.
To like regular,
And
but
just
like you're close to your size because you're a halfling, so you're
oh
like
yeah, but mentally in my brain, I'm like,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
it were compared to me, what would the size be? But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm also just as short.
yeah. So you guys are like
Yeah.
It's just a bunch like this group is a bunch of
Shorties.
short kings
I was gonna
and,
say,
and
we're
a
a
short
bunch of-
queen.
A bunch of littles.
And a
And
bunch
then
of
there's
littles,
Doom Watcher.
and then there's
Yeah.
Doom Watcher.
I'm just imagining him with the equivalent of like, you know, when you have like dog leashes, but like you're a dog walker and you have like 4 dogs with you and they're all heading in different directions. I feel like that's Doom Watcher with the 3 of us.
Bunch of leash kids.
Exactly, and it's the only reason he's the one with the holding the leashes. He has the healing spell. He's been the responsible one.
And the best part about it is I'm a partial healer at best.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I just see like a very fatigued, like, you know, when you see a babysitter who's been doing babysitting too long, it's that.
Yeah, perfect. But yeah, you guys see and I would say you guys see it's like a little flight of stairs, and then there's like a hallway that continues up just like a slightly elevated. It's like a
Are those?
yeah.
There are 2 doors on the side of that hallway, from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
kind of
2
like
closed doors.
yeah, Spywise kind of like brings the torch over. It's like and kind of I would say it's like it's a fairly, and then the hallway probably kind of like leads up a bit.
Yeah, there it like split. It's a crossroads spot there with like 2 doors, and then it keeps going down the hallway.
Yeah.
Okay. What did I do? Oh, my headphone case.
As far as yeah, we got a couple doors over here. What do you guys say?
I would say let's come on back here. This room seems empty. Is there anything visibly like on the walls? A little more like, would I be able to roll like an investigation in this room to see if I notice anything particularly unusual?
I mean, yeah, you can.
Doors don't get us anywhere.
You can roll a you can roll an investigation check.
Let me see if I can do it from D&D Beyond.
Just let me know.
Not a problem. Let me find out because now I'm curious if I even can.
You should go to
Abilities.
your character if you can roll.
Yeah. I'm
Your
on the
skills.
app here. Skills. Game log. That would be under intelligence moves. Right?
So yeah, so it'd be
Investigation.
investigation.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how on the actual.
should be on your character
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
under
Just-
skills.
No, I don't want to volatile dice. I gotta do 20. X. Hang on, I can X that out. All I have is like the.
So you go to
under
skills. So
Yeah,
you go
yeah,
to
I got it.
skills,
Yeah,
and
right
then
there.
you should be able to,
Got it.
just tap the number, and it'll roll it.
Mm-hmm. There we go. That's a 18, Mr. Man.
Yeah. So you kind of like look around with you just you find yourself fairly deep in thought and investigation, looking at all the details of the room, and you can definitively tie together with all the clues in this room that this is a very empty, unremarkable room.
Guys, this place is boring.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick little shift.
Check the door
Would-
to the right. It
It's just
probably
random
is
crap.
in the right direction. Or we can continue down the tunnel.
Lead the way, Miss September. I would say try the right door then.
All right.
Yeah, I suppose it's worth looking.
Yeah. All right.
Does Sept have a last name?
Yeah.
Ah.
Kill. Kill.
Nice.
Cool. I'm gonna give you. You know how you have like. I'm trying to think of like an equivalent of like. Drew, help me out here. Give me an athlete with like a tag in his name, like Dwayne the Rock Johnson. I was trying to think of another one, but I'm gonna do it's Sept Ember and then the last name.
So you kind of like go in there, and it's basically just like a little like broom closet,
Yeah. That's good.
or basically just like a nice little like empty room.
Maybe check the other just for nothing.
So you go
Dynamic
in there,
entry, or we
and
open it slowly.
Oh,
you just opened.
It's all you, Drew.
me seeing the other one.
Dynamic
I was
entry it is.
"Oh, let's just go in and
Surprise! Good morning.
You walk in there. The room is roughly 20 feet wide east to west, 10 foot wide north to south. Yeah, 2 exits. One you just came in, one like you can see like a door up to the north. A cluttered mass of barrels, chests, random furniture, and other oddities fill nearly every inch of the room. In the northeast corner, an obese orc sits up top of a table, peeling a potato. So,
Yeah.
you're here to save the girl, he says to you in common, in a tone that sounds like he's been expecting you.
No, feel free to eat, dude.
Pardon us. We didn't realize you were personable.
what girl?
That Nadia girl. I figured you guys were sent.
No, we were just here for the silk. To see
I
a
have
girl.
no idea what they're doing. I have no idea. I don't know who these.
I just lean over to Steph, like, wait. I kind of tuned in just now. Well, like, what are we looking for again? We're catching a seal lady.
And he's like peels up. He's like, well, here, whatever you're here for. I was expecting a rescue rescue
expecting?
party
Congratulations.
that can help. I was expecting some people to rescue that girl. I mean, if you happen to be those people, I'd be more than willing to help you get to them. It's going to be a
That would
lot
be-
easier with me.
What's in it for you if we help you?
Yeah, honestly, good question.
Yeah. I'm. You see this great office they've got me put up in, huh? Right?
I'm a little thick, yo. Is he being sarcastic or no?
See,
I don't know, haven't made it over.
Mega kind of saw me as a bit too ambitious. Decided to demote me. Kind of no longer lets me roll with sail with the rest of the crew. Instead, has me watch over this pile of crap in these caves.
By piles of crap, you mean
I do.
people?
I mean, whatever. Take it however you want to take it. See, my blood, my lifeblood, my life calling is to be out there on the sea pillaging.
Oh.
And I see
Does
this
it have
is
to
an
be
insult.
pillaging, or is it like? Does it have to be pillaging, or can it just be like love for the open blue? Because I can help with one. Hell, I can help with both, but prefer not to.
See, that's not your concern. But your concern should be that this is an insult that's really worse than death. And honestly, I've been waiting for the perfect opportunity to get back at that asshole and take over this clan. As he kind of like takes a big munch of the potato. Home.
Do you
Wow,
have
skin and all.
for that?
See,
Or better yet, at least some protein.
I have a plan. See, my plan is I get you in disguises and I take you to Mega.
Disguises or dose guises?
Take you to Mega in odds and odds clothing and armor, hidden as pirates. We'll say that we're sending word of some if anybody asks, we'll just kind of like walk through, and if anybody asks, we'll just say that we saw adventures on the island and we're heading straight to Mega to report on it.
We don't
Relatable.
look much like orcs.
It's pretty dark out there, and they're pretty dumb. But I think we can get away with this.
Yeah,
Especially
but
like
Mega's
4 feet dumb.
yeah, but the giant vulture who's a predator doesn't seem too dumb, if I'm being honest.
What giant vulture?
What if we just
You know, the one that Mega flew away on when we tried to shoot him down at the lighthouse.
True.
I mean, it's up to you. I think my plan is foolproof.
we could sit on each other's shoulders?
Oh, little rascals! It's not a bad idea.
I
Might
was
be
just gonna
better.
say Little Rascals. But
What
Munch.
about if we already have one prisoner and we need to at least get close? Why not, instead of disguising, why don't we just lean into the role? You take one of us as quote unquote prisoner and hand us maybe the key, or at least get one of us close enough to the key, and one of us can make a lot of noise, like grab a lot of attention while he's, shifting us over to the cages, and maybe a few of us, some of the smaller ones, can sneak on through, or the more sneakier of us here. I can make a lot of noise. If you're willing to twist my arm a bit, we can put on a good show, and then we can let the little ones get through without them having to worry too much.
I mean, if we can potentially get through without any of us, having issue, that's probably more worth it. It's just whether it'll actually be without issue. Maybe if we try stacking, see how that looks.
All right, who's taking lead? Who's
Okay,
taking base?
we're an
Uh,
unequal number.
this,
Yeah.
Choice.
Spywise is like, well, I don't mind
we-
being the legs for someone.
I was gonna say,
And I
we
say,
could check with
I say
screen
Ox
text.
is the legs for someone else.
Actually, yeah, no, yeah, because we are actually. I was just looking at what I can see, and I can't see someone. So
Let me see.
good work.
Oh.
Let's see how it looks to you,
Oxes-
eh?
Or if Doom Watcher is already tall,
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'll just Murder. I was like, I'll just dirty up his face and we'll, just put some like mud and he'll be fine.
Orc
Awesome.
blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, blood. Yeah, it's scent.
Doomwatcher really does feel like the person being dragged into a Walmart. Like he does not want to be here at all, and he's like, fine, whatever, let's go.
All right. Well, what do you say? We got plenty of like clothes you can rummage through and get yourself dressed up.
yeah, let's do it.
Alrighty.
Let's give it a flyer. We're gonna have to save this girl. We might as well try to get
Yeah.
as close to her as we can before we have to start fighting.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Would be ideal. Is there a path that will get us right up close?
Well,
So here's a better question for this plan. Sorry for interrupting you, Mr. Orc Dude. Do any of us speak Orc?
I
don't
do.
worry. Just let me do all the talking. I'm
Okay.
a gifted orator and a hors d'oeuvre. I'm a gifted I'm a gifted oral. I'm good at oral.
Orator.
I
Oh,
love
don't worry,
taters.
brother. I'm not
You
too
want
good with
taters?
my vocabulary either.
You want a tater? I got taters.
Orator.
Um,
Alright, yeah, so let's get dressed and let's get ready to go.
Yeah.
Let's muddy ourselves up and let's get some sense-reducing orc blood, hopefully.
yeah. And definitely look at him like, I will understand. I will be listening. If you betray us, I will know immediately.
I
Yeah.
whisper to Sept, saying, I can message you.
All right. And as you guys, he crudely gets you guys set up in disguises and however you guys decide to set it up. I imagine the stacks with everyone, and you look at each other, and if you look closely, it doesn't quite hold up, but if as at moments when you kind of like all go out into like the dark of the hallway, you kind of have moments where you look and you're just like, that's a skinny orc. It's like, oh, that's one of their clothes. It's like, oh, and you see like, oh, maybe it's not that crazy. Maybe it's just crazy enough to work, as you kind of like look at each other when you're when either person is in the dark. It's like,
Yeah, this feels like a long shot.
long shot, but it's not too
Impossible.
just crazy enough to work.
Yeah.
There's got to be something. We need an edge. I can
Yeah.
feel it.
Yes.
Who
Quick,
has-
everybody, stick out your lower jaw. Quick, just as far as you can. Just stick out your lower jaw.
Otherwise,
Um,
oh wait, I'm not in the face.
one last prep thing I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Who has a good ability to like throw things? Which would be an unarmed strike.
I would say it's probably.
What's the thing?
Yeah, probably Feck.
I'm asking what's the thing because I have catapult.
It's
Yeah.
a vial / jar of alchemist fire.
Yeah, that would be just the right thing to use. Catapult.
I could use catapult on it.
Sounds like a plan.
Anything object weighing 1 to 5 pounds within range that isn't being worn or carried flies in a straight line up to 90 feet in a direction you choose before falling to ground, stopping early if it impacts solid surface.
Okay. So I will message.
Which I would say does
Fac.
the catapult damage, since it is also just a glass glass vial, glass thing. So just a solid glass thing does the catapult damage, and then the alchemist fire does the alchemist fire.
Oh, that's cool. It's a good combo move.
Right, which would be
I-
3d8.
Yeah.
I'm gonna message Fac and be like, I have a vial of alchemist fire. I picked it up specifically for the vulture. If we find its nest, we're gonna catapult this thing at this alchemist fire at the nest, hopefully catching it on fire in the process.
It's not a bad idea.
I do. By the way, I didn't say that out loud. I
Oh,
said I
yeah.
messaged it to him.
It was just weird.
Yeah, no, I just said that out loud. It's just
My
weirdly
ears perk up
coincidental.
as this is happening, and I just sort of nod, like nonchalantly, almost like I'm
I
just
just picked
bobbing
up
my
on
head
your
up and
vibe.
down. But
Yeah.
knowing that Spywise, if he looks at me nodding like that, knows exactly why I'm nodding.
Yeah. Like,
I like the idea that independently, my character with zero brain was like, huh, I could throw it really, really far.
Yeah.
I was also curious with how catapult works. If do you have to physically be holding the object, or is it an
it's
object
actually
within like
it's the
visibility?
opposite. It's the opposite. It can't be being held. So it has to
Oh.
be. So ideally, what Doom Watcher would do would be set it down on the ground and then
Yeah, essentially he would roll it to me, and then as it's rolling across the ground, I could grab it with catapult, almost like a mage hand, and just go, what? And
You could also just toss it in the air. Yeah,
I was
quick
about to say
little
that
yeet.
I could just slightly toss it up and you can just yeet it.
yeah.
I was gonna
Alley
say,
and oop.
can we do a combination move? I'll throw it as hard as I can, and then you hit it with catapult on top of it, and just turn that glass ball into like just like breaking the sound barrier.
And it's like,
That requires
we're trying to destroy a nest, not a dragon. So I don't.
Oh, I was imagining throwing it at the vulture. Just one solid strike, and just letting it catch on fire. No matter how far it flies, it's just gonna be burning. Then later, ooh, my boy just had a good thought, and we eating good. I'm getting the spices.
All right, so moving on.
That is actually a better idea. Throwing it at the vulture and not the nest is so much a better idea.
Woohoo!
But yeah,
I had a good thought.
but as you guys are getting yourself dressed and set up, is there anything else that you guys are preparing, or is we ready to like just try to sneak up?
Yeah,
Let me. Can we? Do I still have a little time to talk with Mr. Orkman? And first question being, does Mr. Orkman have a name?
The name is Murgagoth.
Mardiga?
Murgagoth.
Murgagoth.
Don't ask me to spell it, because I'm not quite good with
I'm
the
gonna call
spelling.
you Murgagoth.
All right. And do you have any tips on how, like,
Call you Murg.
mannerisms, ways that we can look more orc?
Well, like,
Blend
you
in.
kind of
I
like
was gonna
puff
say.
your chest out and go, "Rrr," but you're just like, "Rrr," and just kind of look mean. You gotta walk around. You gotta
Think angry
command
thoughts. It's a
presence.
reverse Peter Pan.
You know, you gotta
It's a
think like a
reverse.
you gotta think like an alpha. You gotta command the room, and you know, to not let anybody think they're above you. You're you know, never let anybody see your emotion. And just gotta be strong, stern, and stoic, and just have a mean look on your face.
Is this
Alright.
Orc Druid Tate?
Who has the most
Heck, I'm so sorry. You're too damn cute.
mean
This is
face?
gonna be the hardest for you of all.
So, who has the more mean faces to be the?
Yeah, look, and look him. Look at him. Just look at him. He's pouting already, and it's just adorable.
Uh, just
Merc, what are we gonna do with this face? And I just pick him up by the head and just point him.
just
What are we gonna do with this? Point him.
just don't make eye contact. We'll get through there. We'll just look down. Don't make eye contact.
I'm just holding him like a stuffed animal. He just says,
Looking down doesn't really go so well with the like. Make it work.
But yeah, as you guys like finish up with this conversation, you guys get finished up and you guys get your disguises. You guys kind of like all go together as a group, kind of like following behind Murgagoth. And
oh my God, one last thing. Can I have some of them potatoes on the way out?
yeah, here like he's like, how many?
How much you willing to give me? Because we can make some good trades later, but I'm making the pin right here so I don't forget. Because God knows that if we survive through this and we do take down that vulture, we got proteins there again. I'm making some mashed taters. Hell yeah.
All right. Well, you got these three. I already peeled them, so
Yeah.
you
Just
hand you
pocket
3
them.
potatoes.
Backpack.
You have 3
Three
potatoes.
inventory.
Yeah. All right, and then as you guys walk, as you guys unless there's any specific, yeah. Also, I would say like quickly, he mentioned like he'll like mention. Oh no, he won't mention anything about the flies there. Yeah. As you guys emerge at the tavern again, so he takes you guys back. So when you ask about like the pathway, it's like he says like, oh yeah, we can just go down the down the hallway down that entrance on to the south, the harbor, and we just kind of like go up the stairs and into the tavern. It's like you're just thinking like, oh, the way we went. It's like, all right, sheesh, fine.
Nothing.
This is the worst beer run ever, or bar crawl ever.
Excited.
And his like this time he kind of like opens the door to the secret door and nods at the 2 orcs there, and they just kind of like they recognize him and just nod back and kind of like mind their own business, and just keep go back to watching keeping watch. And let me see. Go back to here. And as you And then yeah, as you guys, he kind of like walks you guys towards the Griffin Watch ruins. Let me see. Let me actually configure this.
We also only have one person with dark vision.
I guess so. Yeah, we're still.
Is it still only Doomwatcher that has dark vision?
No,
If I'm right?
Doomwatcher doesn't have dark vision. It's only Spywise.
Spywise, yeah. Mr. West. I gotta.
I miss having dark vision.
Oh god, always.
Are y'all having trouble? I'm just seeing Spywise. Just, are you guys having trouble back there?
We're sticking to ours.
I miss
Sticking real close. Also, in my headcanon now, like, I think Spywise isn't like my character's convinced that Spywise is two separate names, so it's Mr. Wise with an H. Mr. Wise.
Mr. Haas.
It's Cool Whip.
I'm gonna be here a while.
All right, I think that's everybody. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. All right. And you guys make it all the way to Griffin Watch ruins.
Oh shit! Is that the bird?
Oh, we finally made it here to the ruins. Y'all, listen. Be careful with the gift shop. They are ripoffs. I swear.
He's like,
Alright.
okay, let me.
So the bird is up in its nest, right?
Yeah, it's So let me set this scene. Just a few feet ahead, 40-foot wide, of tall, 15-foot wide opening in the face of the spire stands before you. Ocean water slipping into it. Torchlight flickers within the cave. Even over the waves, you can hear the guttural speech of orcs. And with Murgagoth, is like, gentlemen, we're here to report some findings of adventurers to Mega. It's like, fine. And you guys enter, and you guys walk in. You know, you see a couple of orcs kind of wandering around the courtyard. There's a couple more orcs. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So. Okay, let me see the measure. Okay. I'm on. Okay, but yeah, it's like you guys see a couple of orcs, and then you see the vulture, just up there in its nest, uh, just kind of like munching on the remains of a freshly caught seal. And it doesn't seem to notice you or anything at your presence, though you are some distance away. You know, I would say you haven't you haven't completely walked through. I just kind of put you guys in this area for convenience. But we can say that you're more like back towards the entrance.
Hmm.
And then-
Before we start moving about, I do want to take a team vote. Do we enact plan Roasted Eagle right now?
I was about to say, before we do that, do we
Mhm.
know if all these other orcs on good terms with this vulture, or can we turn all these orcs into backup against this thing should Roasted Eagle, like plan Roasted Eagle, fail? Because we don't want to be fighting the orcs and the vulture.
I think the vulture is probably loyal to the orcs, or at least they feed it enough.
I get okay, so we. Hmm.
I'd
did
But the
like to
orcs
stay
aren't
away
using the
from
vulture. Like I'm sorry, I was grinding the gears. So the orcs aren't like feeding the vulture, but like the vulture's not like a pet. It's not like
it. I mean, it's a. I don't know, probably like they ride them.
because that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We got this, and we got like 4 other guys. If they're interested, and I don't mind sharing, especially if y'all ain't gonna eat the whole thing. We share it with some of these orcs. I'm sure they'll be on board to help us take it down.
I think.
Just with the promise of a good meal, let me step up and
I
make this
think-
for us.
I
Oh,
think
okay.
we need to keep our heads low for now,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe stay away from the orc, or stay away from the vulture.
Yeah.
I can
That's what I
smell.
was thinking too. Not
That's
not
kinda
just
what I'm-
yet.
Maybe
But-
take a wide berth.
Yeah.
Stay. Maybe even kind of like move to the east.
Yeah. But also, did we get an idea of like where she's being kept in relation to this, or like where they
We
expect?
presume that that Murgagoth is taking you that direction.
We're just crossing in front of
Right.
everybody right now.
Yeah, you're
We're
kind of
crossing the ballroom.
If we asked, he wasn't. It was before, like, you
yeah.
know, what we're going into.
Oh,
Trying to get
sorry.
layout would have
Mm.
given much.
Yeah. He's like, it's this way. You know, but Megas, I'm pushing everyone that's not that I'm not responsible for. Sorry. Wait, who am I? Okay, Spywise. Okay, okay.
I don't know if it's actually paired up.
All right. Yeah. As you guys kind of like move and just give a wide berth. The courtyard. Yeah, that was so. And this is a courtyard. So a massive bonfire at the center of this 45-foot by 35-foot courtyard illuminates the entire keep. The why? Yeah. Illuminates the entire keep. The area where the keepsgate once stood is at the western end of the courtyard. To the west, much of the keep's outer wall has collapsed down to the western side of the keep's moat, leaving only boulders and debris.
Delicious.
To the east are a collection of buildings, some destroyed, others intact. To the south stands the impressive keep itself, while the 40-foot high keep's northern side remains intact. It's clear that the front of the keep has taken considerable damage. It appears that the entry to the keep itself is through another gate to the south of the bonfire. Unlike the gate to the north, both of the gate towers by the inner gate still stand, as does much of the outer wall. And oh wait, I accidentally added another light randomly. Yeah, and he's like, he just grunts at people as you guys walk by. You guys kind of keep going.
Just everybody lower jaw out. Stick it out.
I can't move my character. I'm stuck under ox.
It looks like I think there's a
Oh, yeah.
wall there or something.
I'm sorry.
Oh, my bad, Mr. Doomwalker. Turns out you can't Doomwalk around me.
I'm also apparently colliding with at least one wall.
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go.
Oh yeah, there's
It's-
there's like a little wall
boy.
there. I'll move you guys around this like
there.
little like.
Cool.
Sorry, I guess I stuck you into this room without thinking. Uh.
Okay.
As you guys proceed, as long as there are no detours that you end up wandering around to, kind of guides you directly through this area.
I was gonna say, like, right now we're kind of being force guided.
Kind of like, you know. All right, and then it is as you kind of see that you see orcs, like kind of like you see a single orc atop this tower over here, and you don't see any orcs on this side of the inner gate, but you see two orcs armed with like crossbow watch from the two gate towers ahead of you. And the it seems to, yeah, large door, but the large door doesn't seem to be barred, and Goth opens it, walks through. It doesn't seem to be barred, but makes a loud noise when it's opened. Well, and everybody kind of seems used to it. The orcs on top do make a note of what's happening, based off of the door opening. All right, and all right. The southern courtyard. So as you guys make your way to the southern courtyard, only by the light of the twin moons, only the light of the twin moons illuminates this 40-foot by 30-foot courtyard. Most of the keep's old wall is still intact, save for a large hole in the southwestern corner that overlooks the ruined rooftops of buildings south of the moat. There is an exit to the west, a door flanked by two 30-foot tall towers. The keep looms over the rest of the fortress on the northern side of this courtyard. A lowered portcullis blocks entry into the keep. However, the keep's northwestern tower is a crumbled mess.
Mm-hmm. Y'all think maybe if we do plan on hitting the vulture from a distance with that alchemist fire, think maybe we need one of them towers to get a good vantage point to just hit across?
I think that's a dangerous prospect of getting to it.
How
Depends
far
on how this catapult
does...
works.
Yeah, let me.
Yeah, I was about to say, how far does the catapult shoot?
Said 90 feet, yeah.
Uh,
Ooh. I think Columbia's winning.
um. All right. So.
I can hear my neighbors from here.
Well. Okay. So. Well. Murgagoth is like. Well. I got you guys here. Um. Good luck. He starts to walk away.
We'll never forget you, Murg.
Where are we going?
You see that there's a portcullis here, but there's also let me see, is there light in here? All right, I'm gonna take off vision so that we can work with actual like um. Right. Oh, wait, that's not what I did. What did I turn off? All right. Okay. Let me. It's so dark. Okay. Um. Okay. Yeah. Light with a torch. So there's uh there's a down portcullis. It just goes hangs down in here. There's a down portcullis right that would lead the way into the keep. Um and Alright, anyways. Yeah, there's a downpour right uh that seems to lead towards the entrance to the keep, but there's also just a wide open um hole that leads in on the south end.
Mhm.
So the north is the tower that crumbled so being exposing its illuminated interior. So what would you guys like to do?
I assume they go through the door, or do we go around? Are we still trying to pretend?
I want somebody can give an investigation check to somebody give me an investigation check. I don't know who's the best at investigation.
Probably not me with my minus.
I have a +3.
Better than me.
Ooh,
What?
this is like the beginning of an episode of Columbo, not the end of an episode of Columbo.
Yeah, let me see if my brain can make it work a little more effectively. I got a B. Hell, I got a nat 20 with a -1. That's still a nat 20 on top of
19
it.
and a 9.
Technically better. Wanna
Hang on one second. I think I've seen Mr. Effect do this before. Let me try it out.
You
we averaged out.
Mhm.
um so you so the you can tell that like most of the traffic. Wait, what does it mean that they use it but they don't go through it? Purpose that leads through the rubble at the southern end of the road. Okay, yeah, the southern. So you can tell that like there's almost like no traffic really that goes through this portcullis. You're looking at like footprints and activity. You do notice that most of the like footprints and activity go through like the ruined tower, the ruined tower.
Like an actual cleared path at all,
Like
or do they just wander over the rubble?
it's like it looks like it's just like an open tower. You do notice that there's the rubble. There's a pathway that nobody that there's no footprints. There's like a good like um there's a section of the rubble that sees no activity, and almost like it's avoided deliberately. Like this basically this part of the rubble is avoided as far as from traffic.
Right through that.
But they do. It seems like most people just use this entrance. They don't even bother with the portcullis.
Yeah.
What did you see there, Ox? Says Spywise.
I'm not really sure what I'm looking at. I see three, maybe two bodies over there.
Yeah, you said And then you do. I imagine you relay the thing about the footprints.
Give or take, yeah.
Like, well, I see them. Yeah, let's see. All right. Well, I guess we avoid where other people avoid. But how do we want to? How do we want to? Do we want to sneak or do we
Quick
want to just?
decision. Let me see something real quick. I'm doing a quick roll for a big ol'
Or what do you want to do before you
strength.
roll in it?
I'm throw one of the little ones across the way. It doesn't look that far. Just a quick old like dwarf toss.
I mean that.
No.
But yeah.
Go.
Well, no. What would you guys like to do? Do you guys want to approach
Walk in
stealthy,
there.
or you just gotta walk in gallivantly?
I'd assume at this point we're still pretending, but
I would say we should probably go in a little slow. Like we don't know who might be here, waiting in the shadows.
I
it's
mean,
still
without.
pretending like we're meant to be.
Well,
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
don't
see
know.
if I can blend in a little bit better with them good old shadows here. If I may, with a
Like I imagine there's not much hiding without it looking weird going in here.
yeah, I'm gonna just stick a little close to the wall. Nothing too conspicuous. Like I got a good 21 on my stealth check,
Yeah.
just to know for myself. Just keep my
So,
back to the wall.
You guys try not to
I
do. Are you
assume
guys
we're
also try
stacked
not
in
to?
form. However, we're doing that.
Like, and while Spywise kind of like takes a peek inside, um, as you, uh, yeah, so as you kind of like approach, you're trying to not draw attention to yourself. You haven't done so. As you sneak into the keep, you see a trio of long shadows on the wall, cast by three creatures just out of sight. Two are having a conversation. The largest creature, from the sounds of it, an orc, says to another, "Tomorrow we will hand you over for the ransom. Tomorrow we will hand you over for a ransom. Get your rest tonight. You'll need it." Or later. Second voice, likely a human female, replies, "Yes, I understand. What about the other one?" The orc responds, "He told us that she's no use to him, so we'll throw her off the cliff after the exchange." That'll be fun.
Did we know about another one?
Yeah, I mean, you don't know who's who or what, because the
Well, I mean, we knew the one was taken. Did we know about any others missing, being taken at that point, or?
as far as you know, no. Um, the partition 5 feet from the eastern. Okay. Yes, there's this. Okay. All right, and then as you kind of like, do you guys, are you guys gonna approach stealthily, or are you guys gonna just like walk through calmly?
It is 10, by the way. I'm
Yeah.
tired.
All right. I'll say
Seems like-
and okay. I think we can leave it at that. It's kind of like the we'll see. You'll see what awaits you inside. We can leave it at the questions. I would say you guys. Well, I'll reiterate it last time, but you go in there. The master's chamber before you is 40 foot wide, north to south, 35-foot wide, east to west. The ceilings are 40 foot high, mostly intact. 3 figures stand at the center of the room, lit by a single torch hung on a partition from the easternmost wall. The central figure is a large orc. He carries a large blood-stained great axe. 2 human women flank either side of him. Both look exhausted and downtrodden, wearing matching dull gray clothes. What's most interesting about the women, however, is that they appear to be identical twins. Both have the same dark hair, brown eyes, and olive complexion that match the description of Nadia Mansouri.
Ooh.
Great.
Mm-hmm. All right, and we'll leave it at that, and then we'll kind of like decide what you guys do after that. All right. That wraps up for us. That brings us to the end of another episode of Through the Tomes. Thank you for being with us. Be sure to check out the channel over on YouTube if you're watching live, and check out Rela TV over on YouTube for the VODs and all the previous episodes. Be sure to check out if you're over there on YouTube. Be sure to check us out over on Twitch, Rela TV on Twitch, for this and our other shows and our other streams. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, do all the things. Until next time, hasta los huevos.
See you next time.
A toodaloo.
See ya.
Bye bye. Annyeong. Fighting.